Called it. What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new piece of information that just came up on the news. But the reason I am not in the game currently on my phone and instead using DBZ Space is because of the information that it gives us at the very top here that the game does not. And that happens to be this little date right here about when it goes away, and that is 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 25th of April. Okay, so I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but first off, let's go over what we see right in front of us. If you guys have recognized this, and I'm sure most of you probably have by the time you are seeing this, and slash what the thumbnail probably has on it, you know, knowing me at least. Frieza is getting his LR campaign. We had one for Goku, we had one for the LR androids way back in December. I think it was like right after Christmas, actually, Japan time, that it got revealed and everything that the androids were gonna be doing that, and so they changed it up a little bit from the LR Goku one, but surprisingly, Frieza's is in a V jump, unless of course it is in the V jump that's, you know, is slated to come out next week, basically. So if that is the thing, then okay, cool. We'll see what prizes we'll get then. I'll do a translation video on it and everything like that, and we'll be good to go, basically. So, but anyway, so LR Frieza is getting his LR campaign, which means we are going to be expecting the usual stuff, right? We're going to be expecting the STR orb stages every single day. Yes, my strength team is going to be awesome. My in-game one, at least. You know, obviously the in-game slash stone summon guys are already pretty powerful, so they don't really need orbs or anything like that, or they're rainbowed. But basically, we're going to be having that stage every single day. We're going to have the stage itself for the LR Frieza stages that are going to be, you know, half act, usually is the case when it came to the Goku one. Androids, we didn't really have that. I mean, I guess technically the Dokkan Fest events became half act, but now they're like half act forever already. So Goku's, on the other hand, they were half act. I wish his had stayed half act. It would have been really nice. Maybe this will be the time where they finally do it, because as of right now, only LR Goku and LR Frieza are the ones that have, you know, still a full 50 act just to do one stage to get about 7 medals, and you still need 777 medals when going for these guys. So hopefully this means that from now on, these events going forward and even after the campaign will stay at half act, since everything else has, essentially. So that'd be really nice. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so we're going to be getting that most likely. There's going to be some missions to get, you know, I'm 99% sure there's probably going to be the mission about if you have this guy at SA20, then you're going to get 10 Grand Kais or Elder Kais. We get so many Grand Kais these days, we don't really see Elder Kais anymore. But anyway, we're going to get 10 Elder Kais, which would be really nice. And then I'm assuming for having them rainbowed, we're going to get the orbs back, which is, you know, we saw it with Goku and the LR androids. The only difference is what we get for simply having them up to the LR state. Goku gave us, I believe, 50 stones, if I remember correctly. The LR androids was like 23 stones and some friend points and some other stuff, basically. So LR Frieza, kind of hard to say if they're going to give us maybe 50 stones as well. I'm not really sure. Again, hard to say. But we'll get something for simply having him as an LR, essentially. So that's going to be really nice. Now, a couple of things to note in this that are pretty interesting and we didn't really have, slash it wasn't available at the time when we got the LR Goku set. I can't really go off the Android one because the LR Android were definitely kind of in their own unique way, because you had to get them through the friend system, the friend summons and everything, but then you had to go through Dokkan Fest events and everything like that. So I guess technically people would probably say the LR androids are the easiest ones to get, especially if you're like even a new player right now and everything like that. LR androids, most people can get. Yeah, the friend summons is kind of a pain in the ass, but you know what? You can get it over time. So anyway, but one thing to note here that is pretty interesting is the fact that when you go into the event here, okay, so let's talk about the event right here. You can bring the Ginyu category, okay? So Ginyu Taisai no category no character o. Okay, so bringing along characters in the Ginyu Force category onto these stages, okay? So, let's see, Suruto, boss, yeah, boss Sukara, yeah, okay. So the drop rate is going to go up from the Frieza boss event, essentially, okay? Now, most people would assume that this either refers to the medals, like maybe instead of, you know, because usually like when you go to stage 3, that's the one you want to go for the medals. Stage 4 is generally the one you want to go to for farming up his card to get extra of him. So you can up the essay, you can up the you know, the dupes, you know, get all 4 dupe paths unlocked and everything like that. That's what you usually go to stage 4 for, and then you go to stage 3 because you can get more medals potentially. Now, usually when you go against stage 3, you can get somewhere between 7 to 10 medals to 15 and even 20 if you happen to be very lucky. So I'm not sure if this drop rate, it necessarily means that you're going to be only going, you know, the medal, maybe the chances of having higher number of medals drops, or if it means also the characters as well. Because one thing you also have to remember, before stage 4 came along, stage 1 on both the LR Goku and the LR Frieza event, very, 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 very small chances you could actually farm up the card from that event, from that stage 1 event. It was a very, very low chance, but there were some people who were able to show that, hey, I actually did get this from it. It's very, like I said, very, very unlikely. So I don't know if it also pertains to stage 1. I think most people just ignore stage 1. So at this point, it's probably just gonna be referring to stage 3 and 4. So again, I'm not sure exactly what, you know, these up the rates are gonna be by bringing the Ginyu Force. I mean, granted, everyone should have the LR Ginyu Force at Rainbow completely 100%, and you should be able to take them on. Now, one interesting thing to note about this is the fact that as of right now, unless they update it, they could update it. I did a video of this actually about a week or 2 ago at the time of this recording. I went against the LR Goku event. You know, obviously it's a really old event and everything, but I took EZA Gohan and I took the Ginyu Force characters along with him, and I also actually took LR Frieza with me. And just to kind of show that, hey, you can defeat his event in under 2 minutes, and then obviously, you know, multiply that by however many times. If you get lucky to get 20 medals a lot of times, you can get LR Frieza quite a bit faster. Unfortunately, it is still 50 act in terms of that. But if you're able to buy some stones and do that, or you save some up and you are willing to do that, then great, by all means. But hey, now we have the campaign for LR Frieza, so it's going to be half act, most likely, if based off of the LR Goku event. But one thing that you could not bring when it came to the LR Goku event is you could not bring the LR Ginyu and Goku's body. Now, I did see everyone's comments about, like, well, he's a prize, he's not technically farmable, so maybe that's why you can't bring him. But I still called a bit of BS on it, obviously, because it's like, yes, that is true, but the only way to get him is to grind cards in-game, which then the game gives you, so why not be able to use him at least? So, I mean, that's just my personal opinion right there, you know, whatever. But if they change that and you can, then okay, great, you have the entire Ginyu Force, you'll be able to wipe the floor with that. Otherwise, you'll have to bring Gohan as the leader, because he's the Namek leader, so these guys can still get a decent boost under them, but they are under the category itself, and then thus the drop rate should potentially go up, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm wondering if they'll maybe also make this so that the LR Goku will have the same thing, where if you bring the Ginyu Force, then, or Ginyu Force characters in the category, then that increases the drop rate there as well. I mean, I think most people have LR Goku already, plus he's kind of an outdated card, unfortunately. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still great, especially because you can rainbow him at the time, but if you're coming to him now, I can't really recommend going for LR Goku, just because they're, again, are better cards, unfortunately. So that's just something to keep in mind right there. And, you know, again, not trying to throw dirt at Goku or anything like that. It's just like, you know, he's almost a 2-year-old card by now. He's definitely aged. He aged well for a while, but, you know, he's at his resting point, and it's time for him to retire, essentially. So anyway, so that's what it's going to be. And then as of right here, it says that Monday through Friday, you know, the event will be open and everything like that. Again, bring the Ginyu Force. Let's see, special to... Oh, okay, so this is actually talking about the Ginyu Force characters themselves, that if you want to have, obviously, the Ginyu Force category, Monday through Friday, you can go and you can farm up the cards. The orbs themselves can only be farmed up on the weekends. If you go there, because their events are around on the weekends, but you can only farm up the orbs. So maybe if you get all the cards, but you don't get all the orbs, and you know, if you fall asleep or something, or time passes, because maybe you do live somewhere else in the world and you play JP, that is going to be the case right there. So just keep that in mind real quick, that, again, the Ginyu Force characters are all available Monday through Friday on their own days. So again, Agility's on Mondays, Text on Tuesdays, and so forth. And then you can farm up all their orbs on the weekends, but the cards cannot be farmed on the weekends. So just keep that in mind, okay? So that's what it's talking about. So you can go in and get them, along with the medals and everything like that, so you can go in and do that. And then it talks about, yeah, so mission, no, yeah, ito, presento, yeah, so if you, by completing certain missions, you'll get presents for having it. So again, it's probably going to be that, have them at LR, have them at SA20, have them rainbow. Okay, if you have them at SA10, you're only halfway there, okay? So you're not going to get any Kais for having them at SA10. That was the way with the androids, that was the way with the LR Goku. That's just the way it's going to be. So do keep that in mind real quick, okay? Other than that, though, there's not much else that it really talks about, and that's pretty much it. So, oh, here, actually, here's something about LR Goku in Ginyu's body. Let's see. No, it mentions Ginyu, and then this is the kanji for Goku, Son Goku, but it doesn't look like you can bring him. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, ibento ni dekimasen no jimeko kudasai. Ah, okay, you still can't bring him. This right here basically is saying you cannot bring him. Ooh, okay, so looks like Easy A Gohan is the way to go. Bring the Ginyu Force members that you've rainbowed, and that's apparently going to increase the drop rates. Again, not really sure on all the details. We'll see that more closely when it comes out. Now, one thing I do want to talk about real quick is this ending date right here that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and that is 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday, on the 25th. Now, if you convert that to JP time, that is midnight, turning to the 26th. That means the 25th was right beforehand, and then obviously it's the 26th at that time. So the 26th is Thursday, which is right before Golden Week. The official first holiday of Golden Week, I believe, is the 30th of... No, I think it's the 29th. Yeah, it's the 29th, which is a Sunday, unfortunately. But then the 30th is also, I believe, yeah, the 30th is a Monday, which is a day we get off here in Japan. Monday and Tuesday are normal work days, and then Thursday and Friday, and I think Sunday or something like that is also a holiday. Bottom line, you get a 4-day weekend, at least a decent majority of people do. You'd actually be surprised that a lot of people don't get those holidays off, or any holidays generally, sometimes just because of how crazy Japan can be with their work and everything like that. If you ever come to work here in Japan, make sure you've got a good place to work. Otherwise, you're going to get overworked and you're going to want to leave. Just saying that. That's definitely one of the downsides of being here in Japan. So anyway, but what that means is that kind of called it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. If I had a pipe, I'd be like, whew, you know, like one of those ring smokes or anything like that. No, I would never do that on video. But anyway, Golden Week's going to be the next big thing. I mean, we all saw it when we had the LR Goku campaign and everything like that. We had a bunch of other stuff that was with that. When the LR Android campaign came around, that was, again, right after Christmas. And then for New Year's, we got the Tech Vegito Blue and the STR Rose and everything like that. So that was some pretty big hype summons right there. So that means probably with this, and again, with Golden Week coming, we are going to see something coming soon. So now, I'm not going to say that the LR campaign is starting exactly at that time, but what's probably going to happen is at midnight, we're going to see a big update in the news for some campaign thing. This will be the header for it, probably. So maybe the missions are activated right at that moment, or they'll be activated maybe a day or so afterwards. That's kind of what happened with the LR Androids, if I remember correctly. The LR Android thing was announced, and then I think it was like the 28th of December, it then technically got activated or something, or then it started, and then you could collect your prizes, your stones, your, you know, Kais, and all that kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind right there for that. But anyway, so that's probably what's going to happen. We're going to see some big news update. It's going to show off a ton of stuff, basically saying, like, by the way, you know, first off for the campaign, number 1 is the Frieza thing. Number 2 is a stone sale. Number 3 is some random story event. Number 4 is maybe, you know, Goku Jr. coming back or something like that. I'm just taking a wild guess here. And then number 6 is going to say stone sale. And then 7 is probably going to be some big double Dokkan Fest with whatever character is coming out. And then, again, people are speculating the Vegeta Blue with his new evolution form, or whatever it's technically, I guess, called these days. God Topo is a lot of people are hoping for. Some other people are saying some other things. Hard to say what we're going to say there, but, you know, that's probably what's going to happen. So, looks like Golden Week is definitely ramping up. It is another, let's see, it's the weekend now here in Japan. So, we got about a week and a half until this hits. And, unfortunately, family's coming to visit me on that exact same day that this stuff actually comes out, or at least the new stuff will come. So don't worry though, I'll still be making videos while they're here. Just keep in mind, I will not be streaming though while my family is here. So I can't do that, you know. I gotta make sure I can show them around and spend time with them. So by all means, it's for some members of my family, it is the first time them coming to Japan. So that's gonna be really fun to take them around and everything like that. So either way though, looks like Frieza's campaign's coming. I have them rainbowed already personally, so I get those orbs back already. Not to mention we have the STR orbs that are going to be available every single day through their usual event. I think the only time those things are not available... No, they are available on the weekend. I was going to say they're not available on the weekend, but no, they are, if I remember correctly, at least with the androids. Those are available on the weekend as well. So stack up on those STR orbs. Maybe if you're Vegito Blue, if you don't have him at Rainbow yet, here's your chance now. If you don't have Frieza, I highly recommend going for him. He's actually not a bad card on an Extreme STR team. He actually helps decently on Super Battle Road. I've shown him off plenty of times. Not to mention the fact that you get Grand or Elder Kais from him. You're gonna get the orbs back from doing it. It's honestly worth it, I say, especially when it's lowered down to 25 act. It's very doable. It's very fast. It's very easy. If you have any amount of like over 100 act, you'll be able to get him pretty fast, no problem. It'll be around for probably about a month would be my guess, but that's just my take. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Just again, quick little update and translations real quick, but nonetheless, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Are you gonna be going for Frieza? Do you already have him at Rainbow, the whole 9 yards? Let me know down in the comments below as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. We're doing a lot more streaming when it comes to fighters and some other games. We're doing a lot more fighter community matches and ring matches and everything like that. I've been posting these videos. I'm trying to do this only on the weekdays when I post the videos. The streaming obviously happens during the weeks and the weekends and everything, but in terms of posting the community fights, whether it's me versus somebody or one person versus another and I'm just simply watching and commentating on something, that is only going to be posted on the weekdays. So just keep that in mind. So because I need to be able to edit those, and you know, usually these streams go for 2 to 3 hours sometimes. So trying to cut through everything, look at everything, what makes sense in terms of a video can take a while. So that's why I'm only doing that. So again, thanks for stopping by the video, guys. As always, don't forget to follow over on Twitch. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.